Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy with Keeper here, and today I am going to go over the three battles I had with False in my recent NU League matchups. Currently, this was round 8, and how I've made it this far is, you know, I couldn't really say. Maybe it's just me getting better. Maybe it's sheer luck. I don't know. But anyway, here we are. False. He's a big name. Last time I checked, he was an administrator, and he definitely knows his stuff. So, with that in mind, yeah, let's just get right into these. There were 3 games, and this is game 1. So as you can tell, actually, if I can, let me get this. I mean, obviously, this is me over here, but I'd rather have it on my side. Hang on, switch sides. There we go. Okay, so he leads off with Rotom. I lead off with Wishy-Washy. Definitely in his favor. Just by looking at his team, I'm pretty sure his Rotom was his Scarfer. And, yeah, he's got most likely Specs Rabombi. You got your Nasty Plot, Ninetales, your Scarf Rotom. Some sort of spinner, Hitmontop rocks, bulky rocks, Piloswine, and definitely a heavy hitting Drampa. So I have like a spec stakeout Thievul with Psychic Grass Knot and U-turn. I got Spadef Garb with spikes and Boots Persian A with knockoff and foul play. Probably the same Piloswine. He's got. I actually have a Scald U-turn Rest Hawk Wishy-Washy with kind of mixed but equal bulk. And then Mary Annabelle's, Pokemon of choice, Ninjask. It's got Boots, so no no acrobatics, but it's got dual wing beating U-turn and SD protect. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, here we go. Wishy-Washy. So obviously I'm not going to keep this in. I'd rather not take huge Volt Switch damage. I actually make a good play going to Piloswine here. He does hit Volt Switch, thankfully. And because of this, yeah, he'll go into his own. I'll get my rocks out. I'll switch out on his. Yep, so this is a good play here. This is definitely an easy Scald here. I think he goes Drampa on it. Yep. He eats it up. But still, nice chip. 23%, not bad. Yeah, he clicks. Yeah, I'd say that's easily Specs. How I lived, I don't know. I get U-turn chip on it. I go into Thievul. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's one of the bigger plays that I made in this game. So he's gonna go Rabombi here. And while Dark Pulse might take a huge chunk, I don't want a mon as dangerous as that sticking around. So I click Psychic here and dispose of it early on, which is nice. And then he goes Hitmontop, I believe. No, Ninetales, excuse me. And he clicks Nasty Plot, I'm sure. Yeah. And then he clicks Energy Ball. It's a good play. Somehow I ate that up. And I click EQ and dispose of the Fox. Yep. So it's 6-4 in my favor at this point, but Piloswine's heavily chipped, as well as Wishy-Washy. So I could easily stay in, get a nice shard off, but, I actually feel Piloswine could be, a sack later on. And plus, I've already got a switch in for it in Garbodor. So that's exactly what I do. He rapid spins here, gets rid of the rocks, which is fine. Rocks aren't a huge deal. And then I believe I click spikes here on his Piloswine. Oh no, I click toxic, which is nice. And then I go into my bulky Persian A, eat up the Earthquake. Then I click Knockoff on his Hitmontop, I believe. Yes. He was Boots, which is good now. So if I get up any spikes with Garbodor, then, you know, Hitmontop will now take damage from it. I think he missed with triple axle here. Yes, he did, thankfully. So I definitely get up some spikes here. Piloswine comes out, of course. And then, let's see here. Yep, then I sack my Piloswine, and I believe I go into my Persian, if I recall correctly. Believe it or not, prior to bringing Persian in, I actually did a calc with Thievel. Specs Dark Pulse would take just about half of his HP away, and it's not worth it to take the damage. So, yeah, I brought in Persian knowing I got that the fur coat defense boost. So he brings in his Hitmontop, and that's perfectly valid. I believe I actually anticipated a Mach Punch here. Oh no, yeah, the foul play damage, and then I anticipated the Mach Punch, and I go immediately into Garb. And that's good, right there. Funny enough, the triple axle is definitely a threat, and he took out Garb, and that's okay. I easily just go Ninjask here. I actually, funny enough, missed dual Wing Beat here, and I just U-turn to finish him off. I think. Yes, I did. Okay. So now, I believe he goes, based on what I have left, I think he goes Rotom here. Sadly, I don't have Protect. Not that it's going to matter. Rotom takes this thing out whether I'm schooling for him or not. And then I immediately go into... Let's see. Yeah, I immediately go Ninjask here. I do click Dual Wing Beat. Why he brought in Rotom, I don't know, because, yeah, he just suffered damage there, and then I'm just going to get the U-turn damage on the following turn. I mean, if anything, he's got to keep his Scarfer healthy, and he did exactly not that. So a U-turn out into this, Persian eats it up like a champ. Eats up the Volt Switch like a champ. So at this point, Piloswine needs to go. Okay, so he sacks his Hitmontop here. It doesn't really matter what I do. Foul play was my move. He probably goes Rotom and Volt Switches, gets rid of it. I definitely go Thievel here, because I don't want to have Ninjask, eat up, damage. Like, eat up, an Ice Shard. I don't know. Because Ninjask is already frail as hell. So I eat up an Ice Shard, click Dark Pulse, it's gone. Crit, didn't matter, to be honest. Then he brings in Rotom, Volt Switches this away, Volt Switches Thievel to death. And then Ninjask. So it's not exactly over here. It may seem like it's over, but it's not. Obviously, Dual Wing Beat is my move here. But it has to hit. It definitely has to hit, no question. So, yeah, knowing he's Scarfed, I click Protect, so I can outspeed him on the next turn. So I do. I click Dual Wing Beat here, hoping it hits, and it does, and it gets me the Game 1 win. GG's to False there. Yeah, he's definitely playing as I expected him to. So, just so you guys know, this team was intentionally made for, my matchup last week. Since last week, my matchup last week was supposed to be, pre-drops, pre-September drops. And, don't get me wrong, I'm glad I won with this team, but I took a huge risk. But definitely shout-outs to Davin for helping me with this team. Davin, I know you already helped me in the... I already tagged you in my post, but I definitely give credit where credit is due, like way more often than I should. Consider that a good trait for me. But yeah, I just want to make sure your help is getting recognized and all that, and I do appreciate it. So Yeah, kudos to you. Thank you for the help. This was a good game 1 win. All right, so moving on to game 2. This was the game I lost, and I don't know why they keep putting me on one side. Okay, so so this is a team I built. The next 2 teams I built on my own. So I got I got Sub QD, Ice Beam, Giga Drain, Frostmoth, Scarf Gallade. Is this yeah, Sylvally Dragon. Your standard SD sweeping Sylvally Dragon. Stunfisk G with my rocker, and I gave it Thunder Wave to slow things down as a form of speed control per se. Defogging Whimsicott gives me it's a secondary fighting check next to Jellicent. Yeah, and I was thinking about going Poliwrath over Jellicent here, but I don't know why Jellicent just seems like a better fit. Because it is a true fighting check. It works, and I just went with it. So he's got like right off the bat, as soon as the battle started, I saw his Clawwitzer and Thwacky combo. That's actually a really dangerous combo. Shout out to Awin for, I'm not sure if he's the one who identified it early on, but it's definitely dangerous when Clawwitzer has Terrain Pulse combined with the grassy terrain. It hits like a truck, especially if Clawwitzer is Specs, and Mega Launcher just makes it hurt so much. So here's the second game. He's using Ninetales, Savali Steel, which I'm assuming is his Defogger, and you got Rox Clefairy, and then a Ninjask of his own. So, yeah, like right off the bat, his team definitely looks scary, and as it should be. But yeah, let's dive right into it. So we both revealed our Sylvallies on the first turn, then I just immediately switched out. I didn't even bother, I mean, not that I had a pivoting move to begin with, but... Okay, so he clicks knockoff, gets rid of my lefties. I mean, I guess that's okay. I get my rocks up. He gets his rocks up. I paralyze it. It low-key kind of helped, in a way. He clicks knockoff expecting me to go into something else, but I'm not falling for it. Probably should have switched out there, knowing he was going to click soft-boiled. But I just keep clicking... Yeah, he's determined to knock something off, and it never happens. So these next few turns are actually kind of wasted. I mean, sure, the Iron Heads, get some damage off. The para kind of helps. I click Iron Head here, but soft-boiled goes through, unfortunately. Yeah, let's see what's next. Yeah, Swords Dance. He clicks Moonblast, unfortunately. I think he goes Sylvally Steel here, yeah, on the Iron Head, so good for him. A fair bit of chip, per se. Yeah, then I immediately switch out. I think he U-turns... No, he multi-attacks, okay. Then I click Willow on his Clawwitzer here. At least I'm pretty sure it's Clawwitzer. Yes, it is. I believe... Okay, I forget what I do here. Let's see. Okay, I just go straight into Whimsicott. Okay, he U-turns, that's good. I believe he goes Sylvally Steel, yep. So I'm faster, so I can U-turn now, get some chip. As little as it is. 7%, I mean, that's okay for a resisted hit. He also U-turns out, yep. I believe he goes into... he goes Claw here. I mean, which is fine. He's taking burn damage and he's taking rocks damage. That's fine by me. I believe he U-turns again. So False is making some good plays here. Yeah, easily brings in Thwacky. I bring in Stunfisk and avoid huge Grassy Glide damage because Mimicry changes me to Grass type. Yep, so Grassy Glide happens here. That was actually a decent chip. I believe I click Stone Edge here on his Claw Wizard. I actually get some decent damage. However, yeah, the grassy terrain undoes the burn damage. I actually made a stupid play here by going into Jellicent, completely forgetting the fact that I mentioned, a grass-type terrain pulse at the beginning of the fight. Yeah, because look at that. I mean, hardly... I mean, the only thing that can stop that is a Sap Sipper mod. But yeah, I easily go, Frostmoth. I actually click sub here, which is okay. And then I get some decent Ice Beam damage. And actually get a little bit of recovery with the grassy terrain, which is nice. But yeah, I get some Ice Beam damage here. Once it happens, of course. Yeah. Yeah, 25%, that's not bad. That's how you can easily wear down Sylvalley Steel, because it can be a problem if left unchecked. I think he clicks Flame here to get rid of Stunfisk. Yeah. Okay, so I go Gallade here. And like an idiot, I click Knockoff thinking he was going to go into Clefairy. But he gets that damage off. I mean, at this point, he's basically won. Because there's really not much more I can do. I believe he goes... Does he click U-turn here? Yes, he does. Okay. He goes Ninetales. I get a Toxic off just as like a feeble attempt at, trying to win. Yep, Fire Blast. Oof. Okay, then... I mean, I kind of have to go Gallade here. I have no choice. Actually, no, I went Sylvalley Dragon here. And just got whatever damage I could. Okay, so it wasn't a complete 6-0, which I'm fine with. I believe he actually goes Ninjask here. Kind of gives me, says haha. That was kind of like a haha moment from him to me. I mean, that crit definitely didn't help. I'm not even sure if a U-turn would have O-code there. Yeah, that's my ellipsis line, oh, come on, At this point, Gallade is my play. I click Close Combat. He goes Ninja, he sacks Claw. You don't want Ninjask taking any unnecessary damage. Now at this point, he brings in Ninjask, and I basically just forfeit, because I know the game's over. Ninjask just wins here. And he can just SD, it doesn't matter. But yeah, the game's basically over here. Yeah, and I just forfeit at that point. So I would say it was definitely more of a matchup in his favor. Sometimes it's just like that. I've accepted that now. But that was game 3. I mean, overall, I'd say my team wasn't bad. It was just outmatched, per se. So. And then, moving on to game 3. And for once, it's actually on my side. Okay. So, I went with Banded Sneasel, Specs, Whimsicott, Spadef, Spikes, Garb, Spadef, your standard Spadef, rocks Stunfisk G. And I gave him Thunderwave as well, to help these two with any Scarfers that might, threaten them. I actually went Scald, Circle Throw, Rest Talk, Poliwrath. And believe me when I tell you this, guys, this thing came in handy so much this game, and you'll soon see why. And then I rounded off this game with Scarf Duraludon. Alright, let's jump right into it. If I remember correctly, I lead with Poliwrath, yes, and he leads with Whimsy. So, and if I recall his sets correctly, I also want to say Banded Sneasel, Specs, Whimsy. So, I guess good minds think alike. Probably your standard Spadef, or Fizdef Weezing. I believe this is Sylvalley Dragon? I'm not sure. There's this Rocker Stunfisk, and then your standard, most likely defensive Lantern. But anyway, yeah, U-turns immediately there. I click Rocks. Actually, no, I don't even. I predicted him to go Rocks, or Taunt on that. But, you know, ho-hum. I get a Scald off here. Just in... Yeah. So, and then one... Yeah, then the Volt Switch here gave crit damage. Wasn't particularly too happy about that. Considering Poliwrath was supposed to be the MVP here. It's okay. I got some Scald Chip on Whimsy. But obviously I'm not going to keep Poliwrath in here, so I immediately went Stunfisk again. He clicks U-turn again on that. Yep. He goes into his own Stunfisk, and I click Rocks. For some reason, that Earthquake did a lot. I'm guessing he was more of like a heavier hitting Stunfisk. I don't know. Yeah, and this was my chance to click Rest here, and I do. Yep, got rid of the burn. He for some reason stayed in. I don't understand. Just to get in Rocks. That wasn't a good play on his part. Yeah, I would have gone Whimsicott easily. But he stayed in with Fisk just to get Rocks in. I mean, good for him, but I mean, I think going Whimsicott on the Rest would have been good, but then again, he has no idea I'm Rest. I'm Rest Talk. I use Sleep Talk, and fortunately, get the Circle Throw. So Sneasel takes that Circle Throw was really nice. Got the Rocks damage on Sneasel, easily telling me he's not Boots, and that he is banned, like I said at the beginning. Okay, brings back in Whimsicott. Unfortunately, this Sleep Talk did not go the way I hoped. I think I go Rest, yeah. But I'm not going to wake up here. I'm easily going to go Fisk. Yep. He clicks Giga there. However, I mean, luckily for me, I have the lefty, so another Giga Drain will not get the job done. I click Thunderwave. He made a good play, switching into his own Fisk. Let's see. What else? What happens here? So Whimsicott comes back in. So he actually made a good play. He made a very good play. I mean, and guys, let's be fair. I can probably most likely live any one move that Whimsicott throws at me, but why take the unnecessary damage? Why risk the Circle Throw not landing? Why risk Scald not doing anything? So yeah, I bring in Garb, eat up the Giga Drain. I think I click Spikes here. I'm pretty sure I click Spikes. Yes, I do. Okay, so he actually predicted me to go back into Poliwrath, and unfortunately for him, maybe I should have gone. I don't know, but alas, we are where we are. And then he actually makes another interesting, well, actually probably an expected double, because for all that, how do I know he doesn't have Psychic or not? But I click Spikes again on this next play, yeah. And also, I click Spikes. Now he goes for the EQ here, and I immediately, I don't try to get the third layer up. I go into, Poliwrath. He does click EQ here. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so then I went Garb here. I think I eat up another Giga Drain, but I do not eat this. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, so he Gigas here, but luckily I click Gunk Shot, and I do get rid of Whimsicott, this annoying thing. If anything, that just helped. If anything, it may have further cemented my win, because, let's put it this way, everything else essentially loses to Poliwrath. Probably aside from Lantern. Everything else practically loses to Poliwrath. Yeah, Valley Steel. So he's got two Steel types, just like I do here. I think I go Poliwrath here. and I believe I've only been asleep. Yeah, I've been asleep 2 times. I click Circle Throw here. I didn't really care about any Rocky Helmet damage. The idea here is to chip down his team. And unfortunately for him, Sneasel comes in. It doesn't. I can take any one hit, especially given I'm bulky. And then I Circle Throw here and get rid of it. So that's actually 1 threat down. Okay, and then he goes Lantern here. I mean, I know I'm not, silly enough to stay in. Yep, so eat up that Volt Switch. See, and that's the problem. He's switching out, which is accumulating the rocks and spikes damage. I believe I go. Oh no, I go Fisk. I don't let Wrath take any unnecessary damage. Okay, so he does click that. And then he clicks Flamethrower next to get rid of Fisk again. Deja vu. And then I believe I go Poly here. I do click Rest. And he does click Workup, and let's just say I'm glad I clicked Rest here. Because, given what he uses next, yeah, that actually kind of hurt. But luckily, this was my saving grace. Guys, check this play out. That helped out so much. Yeah, that helped out big time. And I think that might have been the final nail in the coffin. But yeah, so he goes this. I believe I click Circle Throw again. So bear in mind, guys, Circle Throw is not guaranteed to land. And every single one that I've gotten, whether it's, from Sleep Talk or not, it is landed. I consider myself very lucky. And then, yeah, unfortunately for him, his Steel Valley comes in and loses to the hazards. Yeah, it's looking more and more dire for him at this point. Yep, easily go Duraludon to take a Sludge Bomb. He definitely goes... Yeah. Oh no, he just sacks his Lantern. Okay. Then he goes Stunfisk. Duraludon is actually still useful at this point, so I don't let it die. Okay, eat up the EQ here, and I just Giga Drain just for damage, because ideally that's what I want to do: get Stunfisk as low as I want, or as low as I can for chip damage and all that. So he clicks that. I mean, it doesn't really matter because at this point in the game, the series is already won. So he clicks EQ here. I wake up on this next turn and I just click Rest. I think at this point he realizes he knows he lost, because I think he forfeits coming up. Wait for it. Either I get another Circle Throw or a Scald, or I get nothing. Okay, that works too. Forgive me for not all the plays being really accurate. I'm doing the best I can here. Okay, he brings in Weezing, and then I think I get a Circle Throw here. Circle Throw has been my friend in this game so far. Yep, Stunfisk just takes all that damage. Then I wake up on the next turn. I mean, I just click Scald at this point because I know the game's over. Yep, get the damage. No burn, but not like it mattered in the end. And then I think he forfeits here. Oh no! No, he just keeps it going. He just keeps it going, whether he knows he lost or not. Yep. Okay. I think this is where it happens. Yeah, I eat up the Sludge Bomb, and then yeah, there it is. Okay, so I say GG's, whether or not he agrees or not. Yeah, it's. I mean, this definitely took some I guess you could call it big brain plays, but it is what it is. But yeah, I won in 3. I mean, GG's to False. I know he's good. I definitely expected a challenge here. So, I mean, in the end, yeah, I won. And I move on to round 9. Just so you guys know, this is actually the furthest I've gone in any circuit tour in any tier I've played. The next closest one, I believe, was I got to round 8 in a PU seasonal, and I think that was sometime last year. But yeah, I got to round 8 before, exiting. But yeah, I'm headed to round 9, still in the losers bracket, but once it's all said and done, there will only be 8 people left. No, there will be 12 people left, excuse me, since 4 people are leaving the losers bracket in this round. And then the 4 losers from the winners bracket will come down to us. So, yeah. Yep, I'm officially in round 9, and I'll probably be putting up a video for that as well. But yeah, too long didn't read. I won in 3, kind of a messy game 2, but yeah, I won games 1 and 3, and that's all that matters. So, hope you guys liked this video, liked my plays, liked my teams. If you did, or if you just like this video in general, hit that like button and click subscribe, because yes, there will be more videos. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out. Have a good one.